Oh, yeah, baby. Texas, crazy comeback, overtime win. I don't even know what to say, but if you would have asked me how this post game was going to go 20 minutes ago, I'd have been in a different mood. But man, that was a huge, huge comeback and a huge win. We needed that. And this is the post game show, and it's brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. My heart's still beating. That was crazy, man.
Holy moly.
Yeah. I'm like live processing it. I still don't even know.
I literally had my whole game plan what I was going to say.
I'm done.
I know I had my notes. I was about to be like, this is a serious issue. This is a serious issue. Hey, man.
Had great notes too, Homer. I don't have nothing to say anymore. Everything's out the window right now. Not really, but
yeah.
We had our, I don't know, Mississippi State pulled their Atlanta Falcons choke job tonight. My God.
Bro, I was saying on the, like, Blake Shapen is the least clutch quarterback ever. Like, if you watched him at Baylor, anytime it was the fourth quarter, he would throw a pick, fumble, do something really stupid. And that's continued at Mississippi State, even versus Florida last week. And then this, like, he's the least clutch quarterback, and that's exactly who we needed. But awesome, man. That's absolutely wonderful, man. I'm in a great mood there. Caldwell, dude,
1 for 1.
You come in. He's 3 for 3, bro. Whenever he's been brought in, let's not forget. And with like a 90-yard scramble. But to come in cold in overtime,
that's
and throw a low completion fade,
holy,
like that pass rarely completes, man. So that was absolutely wild, man. Scary for Arch, dude. Because like when that camera zoomed in, his eyes were closed, man.
I feel bad for him.
I did too.
And then he's like can't sit up and stuff. So Arch is definitely concussed. Whenever he locks in, we'll know what's up there. But I'm getting texts from everybody.
I know, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, all my friends and family are like, "That was crazy."
I need a nice cold one for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm looking through the chat here. First things first. Yeah. For the people that are like, this doesn't solve anything, I 100% agree, but it's better than sitting on this chat with a loss.
Yeah. When that game was going, man, it was going to be ugly in here. It was going to be ugly. I'm telling you, it was going to be ugly.
Yeah. So it's like, look, man, there's no delusions here that like this is a good team, but it's way better than the alternative where we just get beat by like 3 touchdowns by Mississippi State, right?
So what woke us up in the fourth quarter, man?
Dude, I'm telling you, whenever we get behind on teams, like even with Sark, we just drive the field with ease with like simple spread concepts, and they just work, but we never run them until we're in that situation. So I agree, Jet Li. Have no clue how that happened, but
a win's a win. We're bowl eligible, people. Remember them Tom Herman days?
Yeah.
Hey, take a win. You know what, though? I was texting Homer about this in the group chat earlier. I was like, when there's no pressure and we're down, like Arch looks pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whenever you're good.
Yeah, you know, maybe it's having that man in name, you know, but he stepped up today. You know,
the offense is so much simpler and easier when we're down. We're just like, okay, we try to spread people out. Like, why aren't we doing this from the beginning?
Yes. Yeah. I think Sark overthinks it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? He overthinks it, you know? Yep. And so with him doing that, it causes us to have these lapses, like, you know, in the second and third quarter where, you know, we scored 0 points in the third quarter. Mm-hmm. All right. It was a freaking dud in the third quarter. We went too fancy. Arch was getting easy plays in the first quarter. First quarter, having Wingo get that long run. I was like, perfect, but that's just like an extension of the run. You know what I'm saying? Wingo had another screen play that he took for 50 or 40 yards too as well. And then Arch just made some amazing throws in the fourth quarter, you know, but for those first 3 quarters, man, it was really simple stuff that he got most of his yards from. Mm-hmm. I think I counted like 60 yards out of his first 110 was from the first play, of the game. So good win though, man.
Yeah, dude, I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, I was like, I don't even know what I'm going to say on the post game because we ended up like I had all my notes. I was about to go at him, you know.
I was too.
It was such a mode switch from like I'm pissed to like wait. don't do this, Sark. Don't get our hopes up to like, oh, we're tied, but we're not good enough in the Reds. And then Caldwell, Arch goes down. I'm like, no chance. And then Caldwell. So just every way, I was like, still pessimistic,
man,
dude. And I got some of my friends that went to OU have been texting me throughout the whole fourth quarter. Now they got to eat crow. They got to eat crow today. What a game!
I don't even know what to say. Man. Thank God I don't have to say what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the defense for like standing pat during the fourth quarter, and also overtime. Defense held their own in the fourth quarter, man.
They did.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, they had a lot of plays against them, man. Like how many plays they had? Man, they had 85 plays. Yeah, no, 86 plays today.
I don't know. I'd have to find it on here. I don't even know this thing well enough with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think they had 86 plays ran against them today, man. And
86.
Oh my God, dude.
That's the exact same as Kentucky, by the way.
Yeah.
Dude, 86 plays ran against this defense. And they got better as the game went on. In the fourth quarter, it's like when they woke up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when they should have been bottoming out.
Dead tired, right? Yeah. And shout out to Michael Taft, man.
He came out as the captain in overtime.
He did.
Shout out to Michael Taft. I don't think people realize how important Michael Taft is to this team.
Yeah.
They always like to put him as the lunch pail, technician, coach in the field. Yeah, he's all that, but he's a damn good player too. That's going to be playing on Sundays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, missing him was huge for us today. It was huge, man. So,
yeah. Oh man.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know if it would have. Honestly, I don't know if it would have mattered as much. They knew where to go with the ball when they could hold up and protect. It was there. There's not a look. There's not a guy in the secondary that was covering those receivers really.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what I mean. So they did kind of pick on Phil to me a little bit. Right. I guess Taft would have been there, but I don't know, man.
Taft's just like an eraser, though. It's just like he's always in the right spot at the right time.
He would at least get the guys more aware, lined up, or, like
that shovel pass wouldn't have happened. He would have been there. The missed
tackles, like the little things, like the one or two plays that can make a difference in the game. Like he would have probably been there for that, but of course we needed him today. But at the end of the day, we got to win.
And Bothwell, whatever his name is, running the ball. Like, man, who is this Booth guy, man? What is he?
Yeah, Devon Booth. He used to kick. He returned kicks for them last year, so he had some speed too. But I agree. Didn't imagine Caldwell winning us this game offensively. I didn't, but when he came in, I like Caldwell.
I do too.
Now, but asking him to come in overtime and cold and win the game, you can't expect that. But dude, he's having a good night. I know that's for sure, man.
Dude, what a game!
I learned that Texas team culture is very much intact. What's weird is it felt like it fell apart. Like towards the end there, it looked like we were jogging stuff on defense. I mean, it looked like we quit at one point,
and we were just walking. We were just walking,
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, it's like, let's just run spread and throw it down the field. Easy. The defense wakes back up. Caldwell throws a really low completion fade. Mosley, who hasn't shown up that many times, shows up completely. It was very weird, but I'm absolutely glad it happened.
Shout out to Ryan Niblett, man.
Oh, shout out to Niblett. I forgot to even mention him, man.
Ryan Niblett, man, you have been the game saver for like 3 games, man. The OU game last week in this game. Like, shout out to Ryan Niblett, man.
As soon as he outkicked the coverage, I was like, hey, he got a chance if he can make the first wave miss.
And he did.
He booted. I was like, they going to learn, like, not to kick it.
Dude,
outkick their coverage, but hey.
Dude, I didn't even see the play. I was upstairs. I was like, you know what? This game's giving me a heart attack. I started cleaning my fish tank. I'm over here watching the game, cleaning my fish tank. I had to go put some more water in the tank, and I hear my wife go, ah! Yeah. I'm like, what happened? She goes, we got a touchdown. I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Tied the game up.
Yeah, Niblett's been absolutely clutch, man, the past 3 games.
Oh my God, this is crazy, dude.
I gotta look over these numbers, dude.
I don't even, man. This is wow.
There's no way we should have won this game.
No.
I mean, towards the end, but it all came at the end.
Yeah, it all came at the end. We got outplayed for 3 quarters.
Yeah,
we did.
Like severely outplayed for 3 quarters.
I love to see that graph chart of who's going to win percentages. I bet it's like back up.
We got severely outplayed for 3 quarters, man. And then, like the fourth quarter, we just woke up. And Arch has been like a fourth quarter quarterback this season, which is weird. I mean,
it's just not that
weird. It's
weird.
like he's clutch, but not it's just weird.
But he has been like, look, on like big third downs, he's shown up. Whenever he has to run and scramble and do hero stuff, it's like that's when it sharpens him for whatever reason. But like whenever he's like things are going well and it's like second and third, he just gets in his head. But like the second he can't think anymore and just has to play.
He just has to play. Just react and play football.
Yeah, he's played well. And so it's like that's why he's been so confusing, because it's like, what do you do? You can't complete the easy stuff, but you can do the hard stuff.
Now, so here's Sark. Here's Arch. Arch is more backyard football player who I think Sark is trying to hone in to make a prototypical QB, which is weird because his two uncles are the most prototypical QBs you can see, and his grandfather. Well, no, his grandfather was more backyard football. Maybe he's more of his grandfather than he is his uncles, right? To where he just doesn't have to think and he just wants to play ball, right? And so he's playing outside ball, and he feels more comfortable just running around, tossing the ball around, and just having a great time, right? You know what I'm saying? And once he's able to do that, he's money. Yeah. Once he has to think and like go through reads, it's like he forgets how to do stuff, which is weird, you know.
No, I agree.
That chart.
Well, if you see here, we don't go back into positive EPA until like play 65. So like we're in negative, meaning like anytime we're on the field, like we're increasing our odds to lose, and then at play 65, we just go straight up. Like this is the win expectancy you were talking about going throughout the game. I mean, they get to 96.8 chance of winning that game.
We had no business winning this game, guys.
We didn't. And we found a way. And look, credit to the guys for not quitting. But man, like they wrapped us a few gifts, the personal files and the dump. I was like, all right, you keep giving us a chance, and we go down here and score.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we got a shot.
Yeah. Which also lets us know something about, so somebody said something about the culture, right? Yeah. These guys never stop playing. It could be very easy for them to be down. What was the score? It was 38 to what? Like 21?
24. At the worst, it was, I don't know. Let me see what the box.
Here's my son. He said it was 38-24.
Yeah, it was down by 17.
Yeah. So
because we scored 24 straight.
Okay. Yeah. These guys could have easily given up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen more talented teams on other squads give up in less situations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These guys could have easily given up, especially all the talk going on that came out today. I know everybody saw about Sark and potentially the NFL. This is a prime opportunity for these kids to say, hang it up. You know? So
this is Josh, this is gameonpaper.com. Gameonpaper.com. And this is all advanced analytics stuff. I generally don't break it out because a lot of fans don't like advanced analytics or don't care about them, but
still
it is good to show your win expectancy.
Oh man, hey, it's Homer. It's a really good comment. What? Who's it from? David Keith Williams, where he says about the freshman Lance Jackson, Grayson Littleton. Man, that's a hell of a comment.
It was very interesting to see the last play of the game it was very interesting on the last play of the game who was actually on the field. Freshman Lance Jackson and Grayson Littleton, and sophomores Alex January and Ty Smith were on the field. Yeah, I didn't even notice. I was so much in the just don't let them score thing, but that is interesting.
They need to be on the field. Everybody else was gassed. I mean, they had played so many plays. They had to be on the field, right?
86 plays, man.
Yeah, you got to put somebody out there with fresh legs to rush shaping because we weren't getting there for a while. And so, hey, I thought it was funny. We took their game plan, started running a little double mug stuff and putting pressure on shaping back. Like, yeah, we're going to take y'all game plan. Mississippi State changed throughout this game. Whatever they were doing that was working, like on defense, they went away from it. Start playing like we're going to drop 8. Like, don't do that versus us. We're going to find holes in your defense. But
we're too talented. We have too much talent for you to do that,
So, hey.
But also, man, dude, if I'm Mississippi State, I think this thing is over. We showed no signs of life. Like, there was points where they were going for it on fourth downs, The announcers were like, that's tough because what if Texas gets the ball back? I'm like, who cares if Texas gets the ball? They're not going to do anything, And man, but that was a hell of a turnaround. Huber says, I very much appreciate y'all. That was a much better game than people give credit for. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the super chat.
Yeah,
That's good, bro.
So that was but yeah, I don't know what happened, man. And then just wake back. The offense wakes up. We start driving down the field with easy concepts.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And then still some drops. Like there are a couple touchdowns there that should have happened.
Yeah, Wingo. Wingo, as great as the game as Wingo had, he had a hell of a game. 5 catches, 184 yards.
Like,
and he dropped 2 critical balls. Huh?
One was on a busted coverage, and two quick
slants.
Quick screen. That was it. Maybe that's let him do that from now on. Maybe I don't know.
That was the weirdest game, like the weirdest, like good bad game for a player I've seen. Like we said, 184 yards.
Yeah,
on 12 targets.
Yeah,
you would think he would just burn people because
but he wasn't.
He couldn't even get away separation from the other corner.
Three drops.
Yeah, he had 3 drops. You know what's crazy about this too? We won this game, scoring 45 points, and we could not get our run game going at all.
We luckily got it up into the 2s by the very end, but it was at 1.6. And remember, Mississippi State's the 103rd ranked rushing defense.
That's sad.
So, like, we finally got it into the 2s at the end of the game, but we were sitting there at, 1.6 for, more than 3/4.
I mean, just think about that for a minute, man. Like, we're Texas, all right? We had the Pancake Factory NIL deal. We had all this stuff to bring in offensive linemen. And this is where we're at, 2.3 yards to carry. 72 yards rushing on 32 attempts.
Yeah.
With a 5-star running back in Cedric Baxter, Weisner being a 4-star guy, right? But our offensive line, man, it's just
dude. But what happened? They started being able to pass block at the end. It made no sense.
It made no sense.
Okay, what is this?
So I got to go back and watch the game because once Campbell came back in, who ended up playing the opposite guard position? Was it Brooks or was it Stroh or what?
They left Stroh in. I don't know.
Did they leave Stroh in?
I don't know how long, but they did leave him in for a certain. I'll have to see the all 22. I'm not able to pay attention to the line that
DJ
well.
came back because him and Bledsoe got into it. So DJ ended up coming back.
Yeah, I didn't know. Who's opposite of him though. I didn't know if it was Stroh or Brooks or what. So,
wow. That's 3 games for Mississippi State like that, man. Tennessee, Florida,
now us.
That's got to be devastating.
They got to be sick.
They got to be sick, especially I get it if you lose close games to good teams because that's normal, right? The better team should win a close game. Right. They should not have lost. There's no way they should have lost this game.
Yeah.
But 4 for 5 on red zone.
Hey.
Hey.
Get a little better there, right?
Look at that. 8 for 20 on 3rd down. Look, see, stuff like that makes you so you shouldn't win. But hey, and we lost the fumble.
But they went 6 for 19, so so they weren't as good either. And they were 1 for 4 on 4th down too. So
what was up with it's like Levy was like, sorry, I got your back, bro. I'm not gonna let them get you after the game. Like, I got you. I'll mess up for you. I don't know what Levy was thinking.
That was so big though, man. Just for all the off-field stuff, man. That post-game press conference was already going to be tense, right?
Yeah.
And then if you not only lose to Mississippi State, but lose how it looked like you were about to lose, man, I'm just glad that timeline didn't occur.
Yeah.
Because that would have been a really uncomfortable situation, And like I said, nothing's solved here. We still have major problems, but just to live another week is important with all the stuff that was going on off field. 1,000%. So that was a major factor. Before we keep going, though, guys, let's hear a word from Academy.
Any gate can be a tailgate.
All right. What do we think of the defense? Weird one for them, huh?
And we both have said this. I wanted to see this defense actually get tested through the air because nobody has been able to do it. What I saw is what I probably thought I would see. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I don't feel like the secondary is top-notch where we can just lock down anybody, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm not sure anybody else will attack us down the field like Mississippi State did out of this scheme, but people getting their opportunity. The holes are there, right?
Yeah.
They got to communicate. I feel like the corners and safeties, they can be beat. And I think Mississippi State kind of exposed some of that. And so I'm sure other teams are going to be watching like, oh, okay, just like Mississippi State did. They were confident through the week, like if we can protect, it's there. And they weren't lying, but they couldn't continue it though.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, first 3 quarters, they had no business being in the field. I mean, they were getting outplayed. That fourth quarter, man, something clicked for the entire team. You know, Anthony Hill's looking like the top linebacker in the country right now. If not the top, he's one of the top three easily. The way that he was crashing down today, the sacks that he had today, the pressures he had today, he was all over the field, sideline to sideline. I mean, he was outstanding today. Everybody made plays when they had to make plays. Even the secondary in the second half, right? You know, so like that fourth quarter, they made some plays in the fourth quarter. They did get beat quite a bit. So I'm with Coach Dub on that. But when it came time to step up, these guys stepped up. I'm proud of them. You know, even not having Taft, that did hurt a lot. But, man, look, they balled out today, man. Not having Taft actually let, you know, our good friend of the show, Mr. Jelani McDonald, do his thing too, man. So he balled out today too, man. What's it, 14 tackles? You know,
he has some tackles now. He just
And you know, even like the touchdown, he tipped the ball, luck of the draw, it went in the air, and they ended up catching the ball, right? You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. They got like a lucky bounce there, but they locked down the fourth quarter. You know, and that time actually mattered for him there. You know, but the first three quarters they had no business being in the field. No business.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, man, maybe at some point we should have just covered Brendan Thompson, double cover him.
I was going to say, to be fair, in overtime they had a touchdown. He just
that's true.
Dave Shapen just threw a bad ball.
Yeah,
like,
thank you.
And I told you he's not clutch.
True.
And that's part of it too. But and the funny part is, you know, fans were getting mad about playing off versus Mississippi State. But as soon as we go press, they throw the fade touchdown. Like you can't press this fast of a room. You just can't. And clearly the strategy was this. Look, we're going to play off. We're going to let them nickel and dime down the field. And then the plan is then to bow up in the red zone.
Yeah, exactly.
And that didn't work out too great for us. But I knew what the strategy was. I just thought Mississippi State was really executing at a high level, man. Like if you gave them the curl, they were going to take it. And then as soon as you got tired of giving them the curl and pressed them, then they're going to throw the fade on you. So it's like you also just have to give credit to Mississippi State. The veer and shoot that's what it does. Whatever you do, you're wrong. And as long as they can execute, then it's a hard scheme to defend, right? But yeah, the secondary is nowhere near last year. Dude, you lose Makuba and you lose Barron. You don't just bounce back from that, man.
You lose a Thorpe Award winner and a guy who's playing on Sundays right now, who's kicking butt right now for the Eagles, right? You know,
So you don't just when people are like, no, I won't miss a beat. I'm like, y'all are insane. I think that this secondary won't miss a beat, but and then Peter Hansen makes a good point. They're better than their record. They absolutely are better than their record.
Yeah.
And tonight was almost the night to choose it. They were breaking out all the stats. Mississippi State hasn't won a game in 17 years or whatever.
Never won a home game to an SEC opponent in 3 years.
I feel like Sark just had his Mac Brown versus Oklahoma State moment, man. They be up on 35-7, and then all of a sudden we just
mollywop.
They put up the graphic that Sark is 1-13 when trailing in the fourth or whatever, and so now it's 2 for 13. But I don't know what happened. I was so confused emotionally from the end of that game to what occurred. But the defense clearly has a lot of work to do. They're not as good as last year. It's just the reality of it. But how many teams are you going to face that offense is designed for that? How many people have that multitude of receiving threats? So I don't think it'll be exposed in that style that badly. Again, I'll have to see with like A&M and stuff. I study those guys closer than we actually play them, but we ended up with 7 sacks too, man. And that was a huge thing, right? They can't pass protect, and that ends up mattering a lot.
Oh, man. Wow.
Anthony Hill, 2.5
7 sacks.
Anthony Hill had
Hill had 2.5.
January had
Ethan Burke had 1. January had 1.5. Okay.
Down stops, man, they had like the front seven had a good get. Well, they stepped up in the second half. In the fourth quarter, they played well.
Yeah, they had some running issues for sure. At some points, getting gashed a little bit, but the veer and shoot does that as well.
True.
O-line was better in the fourth, but Mississippi State seemed to back off the blitz, choosing to cover and run clock, and it backfired. So I have to watch the all 22. Yeah, but it felt like that too. It felt like it felt like the pressure, like they stopped pressuring as much.
Which is crazy because it was there for all night.
Why?
It was there for them all night. It was, like it was working.
Yeah.
Right. So why do you shy away from it?
Yeah.
But I'm glad they did.
Yeah. People will start screaming Caldwell QB1. This would be as awful as last year screaming Manning quarterback 1 when Ewers was winning. It's the same people saying it too.
It is.
Again, hubris. Well, it's likely going to be Caldwell next week.
Yeah, because Arch, you don't know what that's like. Concussion, man.
And we're so backwards in this sport. Like, dude, in fighting sports, if you get a concussion, like they're like, man, he's out for 2 months. Like they know like what's good, but we're like, oh, he's good. He had 3 days to recover from a brain injury. And that wasn't one of those ones where you get knocked on the head and like a little woozy. Like his eyes were closed. He tried to stand up, couldn't. Tried to sit up, couldn't. And then they walked him to the sidelines and he's swaying. Like that was. We call it concussion is not a good word. We should use the word brain injury because that's what it is. We kind of like softened it, but yeah, I mean, he legit got a brain injury.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he's back next week. I mean, it's Vandy, right? It's not like
that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
So, they won today.
We just played, man. We just spent 60 plus minutes playing this one. Then we got to go see Pavia and Vandy. At least we play at home. At least we're coming back home. We get I don't know. The crowd, they may miss us. It should be roaring loud in there.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was a good game.
Concussion is a medical term. I know, but it's just it doesn't give the real seriousness of it. You know, it's better. It's like, look, it's a brain injury. You'll hear things like, oh, he got his bell rung. It's like they have like these cute phrases for it. And that was we'll see, man. He was pretty out of it.
Yeah, he was out, dude.
But shout out Caldwell, man.
That was like that Sam Ellinger play back in Oklahoma, right, Coach? We were talking about that earlier, right?
It was on the sideline when he got hit. Now, so like Sam going back in the game, I don't think so. But
it's here. Shout out Caldwell. I mean, to Hubris's point, I mean, that's not going to help people calling for Caldwell. Every time Caldwell's came in, he's completed really nice passes. I mean, like you had the slant. That one was nice. He had the big run. He had the fourth read progression backside dime, and then he throws a touchdown on a fade.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, if you're Caldwell and want to get in, I don't know how you show a better example of like so. But the point is, Arch might be out next week. No, we don't know, but
I will put money on it. To be honest,
come on, that's the whole week.
I mean, he was out.
That wasn't a mile when he was like on the field for laying down for a while. I was like,
he was out, and I didn't even see the hit at first, man. I was like, he didn't get hit that hard, and then when I saw the replay and he got hit in the back, and then bam, the head went straight to the. I was like,
wow. I didn't realize that at first how he fell on him. I thought it was maybe like
shoulder or something.
No, like spine, because like he got up weird. I didn't think it was his head.
Yeah,
then you saw his eyes close. Yeah. So you might see Caldwell next week.
We got a tough stretch, man. We play Vandy, number 10 team in the country, who's probably going to go up. Georgia, number 5 team in the country. Then we got Arkansas, who's always tough. Then you got A&M, you know what I'm saying? Number 3 team in the country. So everybody thought that this schedule was going to be some easy schedule like a couple years ago. Didn't realize that certain teams were going to be better than what they really were. OU's ranked in the top 10. It's not anymore. Vandy's ranked in the top 10, Georgia and Texas A&M. So 4 teams ranked in the top 10. Actually, 5 playing Ohio State too. So we got a pretty tough schedule, man. So
we do.
Yeah, we do. And especially, back end. It's really backloaded too. So this could really make a break.
How many more games on the road? Just Georgia, right? Everybody else is like
yeah. Just Georgia's on the road.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got through the stretch. So that matters. Ben Nebb going through it, Mississippi State fan, I assume. The game was rigged. That was not a touchdown.
That was a touchdown.
I don't know how it's not a touchdown when his foot is inbound with the ball in his hands. And it's not like I would get it if the ball touched his hands, he went out of bounds, and the ball moved at all. It's like it was the same catch the whole way through, man. Game was rigged. I got to admit, man, that was a hell of a comeback.
Well, guess what? If you thought it was rigged, then tell your team that when you're up 38-21, don't let them come back on you and put you in overtime in the fourth quarter.
Don't do it. Yeah. Because even I'm surprised. That was pretty absolutely wild. My uncle's a Mississippi State grad because he's a vet, and so the Mississippi State has the vet school. So he was talking that mess. And my dog had to go to the vet twice this week, so I've been calling him a bunch, and he's been giving me free vet advice. So I was like, you know what? If y'all get this win, you earned it for all the free vet advice. But turned around at the end, man. That was tough, man.
Yeah. Ben can go cry in his cowbell. That's funny.
Man, yeah.
I could not be a Mississippi State fan because of that. Like that level of constant noise. I'm like so old when it comes to that. I'm like an old man even at concerts. I'm like, it's a little loud. If you guys could turn it down, that'd be nice.
My wife tells me the same thing. She goes, "You got these sensitive ears." I hate when people smack gum or like chew gum, and it's like,
yeah.
I can't stand that. I can't stand like little small stuff, right? It's just like, nah, I don't like too many sounds. Yeah, I could not be a fan of Mississippi State.
Yeah, I just couldn't because of the bells. Let's look at the scoring breakdown towards the end.
Oh my.
Yeah. So this is in the fourth quarter. They are up 31-21. We come back a little bit. They're up 38-21 at the height of it.
Yep. 38-21. Okay. And then we came
back
back
in the fourth. Yeah, 12 minutes left in the fourth, and then we just go on. We just land 3 touchdowns and a field goal.
That's freaking crazy, dude. That's freaking crazy. We do all that with 9 minutes left in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was glad that Shipley was able to come back because he missed that one earlier, and everyone blamed it on Shipley missing earlier, even though that's not how games work. Like if something changes earlier, the decision trees change. It's the butterfly effect. It's not like the same game after that. But people would have been mad at his miss after the high of Kentucky. So I'm glad that he was able to get back in there.
Yeah.
And Niblett tie it up at the end, man.
Freaking Niblett.
That was huge. I legit, when he left a minute 47 seconds, I was like, that's too much time. That's too much time. And then we start playing bend but don't break. Like, hey, DK, no. What are you doing? Heat this dude up, man.
Yeah, man.
Finally,
Eat him up.
Started heating him up. I was like, oh my gosh. You want to give him the field goal. Great.
Yeah. Fit Trader says Vandy, Georgia A&M not going to lay down in the fourth quarter. Hey, man, this team's got problems. Tonight we're going to have a good night. The rest of the games are the rest of the games, dude. Like, no, I'm not here to say anything solved. Like, I think all the problems are still on the table. It was just it's better than having a loss tonight. That's for sure about how I feel about it.
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, you're gonna get beat 38-21. This is a much more angry chat. Everybody's firing everybody on Twitter. So
yeah,
all the problems are still there. Unless Sark can just go, you know what? Maybe I can learn from these late game comebacks that whenever I just play simple offense, and it wasn't just Arch, Quinn did it too. Like Quinn would be able to drive down the field. If I just run these simple spread concepts and really go at people, they start clamming up and we start to have the advantage, but people attack us now. So it's like, man, put them on the back foot. Simple stuff. You see what happened when Arch doesn't have to think. So I'm not optimistic that change will happen, but
yeah. I think we said after Oklahoma games, like, oh, maybe he gets it. And it's like, oh, Kentucky game's like, oh.
Yeah.
I know Joe asked a question earlier in Roundtable, like, we finished 3-1 on this road, on this little stretch here. This is how you look at this team change. And right now, I'm still have to say, I don't know what team I'm going to get week to week. Now I don't know what team I'm going to get from quarter to quarter because, man,
that's the problem. You know what's crazy about this, too, is I always tell my wife, by week 3, you know what your team is, right? Your team is who they are by week 3.
Yeah.
You know, because there's only so much teaching you can do, right? You know what I'm saying? There's, at that point, you're game planning week to week now. You're just game planning. You're not teaching anymore. You're just game planning. And usually what that team is by week 3 is like, okay, this is who we got. And it's like, just like you say, Coach, every week has been freaking different. The Sam Houston State win, very good high. It was Sam Houston State, though. Florida, low, very bad low. Then we go to Oklahoma, high. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like Kentucky. Low. And then Mississippi, we start low and then we go high, right? So it's like, I don't know what to think of this team. Next week against Vanderbilt, who knows? They might come out here and they might blow the doors off the team. Or they might give up 40. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But this team is just different. It's an odd team. They keep winning,
you
though.
Can't project this team at all.
Yeah.
That's why Vegas is like, let me tell you about XYZ. I'm like, Vegas, You guys are brilliant. You cannot project this football team. It makes no sense. This is not a playoff team. I agree. Therefore, we can be happy at the small wins. I agree.
That's good.
Some of y'all in the chat have too high. Yeah, if you guys are still on that this is a playoff team and that I gave that up versus UTEP, but that my thing is, look, can we get to 8 wins? And so it's like, can you steal one of
these next 3? Yeah.
A&M, Vandy, and Georgia? Can you steal one, and then can you beat Arkansas?
And Arkansas's not going to be no easy game. Like Arkansas took A&M to the last second, basically. Arkansas's been playing tough.
They're going to be able to score.
They can score.
They can score too.
And I like their quarterback, even though he makes some crazy passes sometimes. Like, he's a gamer too, though.
He's a fun quarterback.
Yeah, he's
that's
very
where I'm at. Like, I want to get to 8 wins. So getting to 6 is an important part of getting to 8. And so it's like that's where I'm at. But some people are still in like this team's not gonna make the playoff. It was never gonna make the playoffs, guys.
Exactly.
Like, it was evident very early on the film studies we do that this is not the team. But man, to be in overtime 2 weeks in a row and pull it out, should you be in overtime versus these teams? No, you shouldn't. But who cares? We are what we are, and that's what we're able to do. So yeah, you just gotta. Yeah, I feel good, man. You this season lose to everyone, but beat Arkansas, OU, A&M.
I'm happy with that for this season.
And then get to off season and do what we need to do. Everybody knows changes have to be made, right?
Yeah.
But it's but still just meeting the team where they're at this year, which is one of the strangest offenses.
Especially for Sark. I mean, like, we always say Sark's this offensive guru, right? But he's a hell of a play. Well, I shouldn't say play caller. He's a hell of a play designer. You know what I'm saying? He designed some freaking awesome plays, right? But for this offense to look the way it's looked this year, wake up when it needs to wake up, not wake up in moments when it needs to wake up. And it's weird to see that this defense has kind of been carrying this team, honestly, minus today, right? But honestly, for the most part of the season, it's been a defensive team. The offensive is looks like it's starting to pick up.
Right.
And maybe this is the calling card like last week, Homer. So we said this. Sark needs to go in there and apologize to the defense last week, right? And say, hey, you guys got our back, but keep having our back because there's going to be a time where we're going to have your back. And this week, the offense had the defense's back in the fourth quarter, right? And they came back and won that game for us. So weird team, dude.
Well, this why it doesn't make any sense. Mississippi State as a rushing defense is bottom 100, and we can't run the ball on them.
Right.
Yeah.
Their passing defense is good. And then we throw for 350. It makes no sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And that's why you can't project this team
at all.
Right? At all. Because
but I will say about 120 of those passing yards were just screens that just extended to the run game.
Well, it did crack me up because on the opening drive, Wingo takes the screen.
Yeah.
And some fans on Twitter are like, oh, see, we got it figured out. It's like, guys, they missed a tackle on a screen. Like, all they have to do is not miss the tackle.
Yeah.
And so again, and that's looking like what was going to happen. But I can't wait till we see the all 22 to like really scrutinize that fourth quarter because, we moved the ball with absolute ease. And then Mississippi State, like you said, it felt like they changed things up. I really have to go watch, but felt like they went away from a lot of that. So I don't know how they blew that. I still have no clue how they blew that.
I read a comment here from Bobby. He goes, this team is like a box of chocolates, and some of them are filled with laxatives.
Amen, Bobby. Good Lord.
Yeah. It's a Max. Homer, do we have Sooner Magic?
No.
Max.
We might have actually got an accidental dose of Sooner Magic today because that's what it feels like.
What does Seth say? We're imbued with
we are
Sooner
imbued.
Magic.
Yeah, our jerseys are imbued with Sooner Magic.
We're imbued with Longhorn Magic.
I don't see him on Twitter that much anymore, man.
I need to call him. I haven't talked to Seth in a while.
Seth is
on and off.
Dude, he's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, he's teaching at OU. I think he's like a teacher's assistant or something like that at OU for his master's program.
Yeah. And then you got Chris with a K.
Yeah.
A lawyer who makes the worst arguments I've ever heard. Chris, I would never hire you as my lawyer. I've never heard you make a logical argument.
That's my guy, though. I love Chris, though.
No, he's hilarious and awesome. But I'm just like, dude, you don't make any sense. There's no way I'm hiring you. You should hire Andre the lawyer, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
If you want somebody that actually makes sense. This is not an Andre the lawyer show, but I saw him in the chat, and that's my man. So shout out to him. Before we keep going, though, guys, let's hear something from Old Academy. As I slowly pull up the ad read that I did not have positioned properly. Academy Sports and Outdoors proudly honors our brave military and first responders for everything you do to protect our nation and serve our local communities. We appreciate your unmatched dedication and countless sacrifices. And from October 19th through November 11th, Academy is giving you a salute with 10% off your sports and outdoors purchases at your local Academy store or online at academy.com/discount. Exclusions do apply. Nick, are you going to take advantage of that, dude?
I might as well. You said, what was it, 10%?
Yeah, get your 10% off, dude.
Yeah, I might as well. I got to buy some soccer stuff for the kid.
Yeah. one of the few perks of the world of militaries. How is Arch? We have no idea, but our guys are on scene, for press conference and all of that. Go to Inside Texas. We're going to have all the updates and all of that stuff. So make sure to tune in to InsideTexas.com. You can join for only $1. I bet you didn't know that.
Hey.
He's most likely in concussion protocol and asking if any citizens would like to aid Batman.
Bobby Vetronic. His comments have been absolutely funny today.
Oh, man.
We got to beat A&M, though. Yeah, that's –
I think they're up on LSU right now and driving again about to score.
They're good.
They're 14-9.
They're good. It's unfortunate.
Oh, never mind.
They're very good this year. I just heard my wife scream because she's going for LSU. She can't stand A&M.
Oh, they just got an interception. I see why.
Play another high play offense next week in Vandy for sure. Play style is different, though. Play style is different, but we know they're good. That's not a question.
Yeah.
We got through the hard psychological part of the road, but now we're actually in the actual hard part of the schedule, playing hard teams. So
the Georgia game's all these games, man. Vandy's going to be interesting.
Vandy's going to be really interesting because their defense, they're actually they have a really good team, defensive team.
Yeah.
Right. And they got their Anthony Virgin playing quarterback over there. He's just this violent.
I love Pavia, dude.
He carries him, man. And so, is this the best defense we've been seeing?
You think so this year so far?
I don't know. Are you talking about Vandy?
Ohio State, but Vandy.
I don't know. I have to see what their FBI is compared to Oklahoma is.
That's a good one. Yeah, because Oklahoma has pretty good defense too. So,
but also, like I said, our play is not correlated to how good the defense is.
Sure.
Like we played fine against OU. We played whatever bad against Ohio State. It's not correlated. You can't use
that's true
the logic.
That's true.
This
team is different.
You have to go off pure vibes, dude.
This team is different. We've been saying it all season. I don't know what to. I have no idea what to expect from this team.
Hey, Quentin.
I was gonna say, Quentin, what do you think of Brian Thompson?
We're cute.
Yeah, what were you saying about Brian Thompson? Because he was cooking. Hey, he dropped it. I know the ball was behind him in the OT, but that was a touchdown. No DB wanted to cover him tonight.
Dude, a bunch of our transfers were making names, and that was driving me nuts. It was like Gillette,
Bledsoe, Thompson, Gillette, Bledsoe. I was just like, Jesus Christ, all these kids transferred out to Mid-State, and they balling right now. You know what I'm saying?
No, good. Congrats to those guys. At least they found a home and found a way to play.
Yeah,
that's what
get the chance to play. Get some
film. Actually play well too, right?
Yeah.
This is a good comp. Said Pavia is the scatter.
Hey, Big Jake.
I like that.
See, I'm not on last year it was like, man, isn't that cute? The scrappy little guy is really look, Vandy's really trying. They're getting a 4-1. Now he's just a threat. So now I'm not even saying anything positive about him. He's legitimized now where I'm like, this isn't cute anymore, man. That guy's going to beat you.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, they're one turnover away from beating Alabama. To be honest, watching that game, they were a turnover away from beating Alabama.
They're good, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. And so
it doesn't bother them going on the road either.
Well, what do you do? What do you do after he leaves, man? Shout out Clark Lee. I'm not trying to hate, but
NIL.
That's gonna work. No, it's NIL. Yeah, maybe. And like Vandy's a great school. Like, get a smart guy, right? But like, it's gonna be tough, man. Because like he's your culture, dude. Like he's the real heart of your team, and like made people believe. So I don't know what happens to Vandy after that. Quentin still no credit. He still sucks. Dropped a crucial first.
The ball was behind him though.
Well, ball way behind him.
I tell you what, man, look, man, take this season week to week. The Texas fans just got to take this season week to week. This isn't last year where we kind of knew last year that we were going to walk through every team last year minus Georgia.
It was pretty boring, actually.
It was a pretty boring year last year, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we kind of knew that we were going to the playoffs and we were going to be one of the top 8 teams in the country going into the playoffs easy, right? This year, just take it week to week. You know, like if we can get past Vandy, take it week to week.
And take your wins.
Take your wins. Like take tonight's win.
We need it.
Yeah.
We did not look good, but a W's a W. You know what I'm saying?
Win is a win is a win.
And this is a culture building win too. This is a win where the players on the sideline could have easily, like been down and been like, we're gonna lose this game, pack it in, and we got it for next week.
I agree. When Parker scored on the out route comeback, I was like, yo, I'm looking at the sideline. They were like, okay, yeah, we scored. Like, yo, get up.
Yeah.
Then,
that's how I felt though. I thought I was just like, all right, here we go. We're gonna like get down to the end and lose by 7, which is gonna be somehow more painful.
Yeah.
And they did, dude. At one point, they did look like they quit. Like, and then all this, but then a couple key guys re-sparked it, right?
Yeah.
And that's good that you have that leadership. Because like I said, with all the stuff going on off field, dude, like that could have been a disaster tonight.
It could have. That's that culture, though. I mean, that's I guess that's the culture that Sark's talking about, right? You know, when he talks about having the culture Wednesdays in the off season, and people get vulnerable, and you want to play for your, like for the man next to you because personal stuff about each other, and you have these culture days. Maybe that's the culture that Sark is talking about, where he's instilling it into this team. Where at the end of the day, some of the guys did look down. Like even at the fourth quarter when the team was actually making the comeback, I was like, why are some of these guys just walking to the freaking huddle? Hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like hustle up. And then you saw it pick up a little bit. You saw Art start to get everybody moving. You saw Moore was he was really into it. Let's go. Campbell's always a monster, right? So you saw those different guys kind of step up at the right time, and that kind of galvanized the team. And then we had the fourth quarter happen, right? So
yeah. I thought, like I said, and also helped when they couldn't giving us the ball back because they kept making penalties. Like, yo,
thank you, Jesus.
Okay, thank you. Like,
thank you.
When you ever get a reset of downs like that after you've been stopped, like, okay, like,
yeah.
In the back of your mind, like, okay, I got another chance. They just kept giving us chances, getting the defense rest on top of that. So it's like, okay, I see this thing turning.
Yep.
If we can just find a way to score here, getting down the field and chunk plays too. So it's like, okay, here we go.
Yeah. Mississippi State's gonna look back at this game and look at the little dumb penalties at the end of the game, and if I'm Levy, I'm like, dude, really roughing the passer at this point? Like it was third and forever, and you want to rough the pass? Like seriously? That's what we're doing today. You know what I'm saying?
And they committed a lot of penalties, didn't get called. I didn't talk about it because we were about to lose by like 15, and I hate when fans do that. Like, but they had 3 hold. It's like that's not why they're beating us. Like,
they're beating us because.
But once you win, it's like, they had penalties called and they got away with some too. I just wasn't gonna entertain the narrative that like Texas lost because of penalties because that's not what was happening.
Yep.
But they even got away with a few too. Arch won't have to speak to the media and protocol. Why would you let him? I mean, he was literally unconscious an hour ago. Like,
and
he doesn't even. I mean, you can have memory problems. Like, you don't even our state. When my high school went to state, my senior year, our quarterback got concussed, and this is high school years ago. So of course he played in the second half. He doesn't even remember the state championship game.
You serious?
Yeah, he doesn't even remember it. Like it's wild. And he played the whole game, and he doesn't remember even the first half before the concussion. He doesn't remember.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like, you would remember Cormier in the UFC where he got knocked out by and they had him interviewed and he was tearing up and clearly like concussed. It's just like, man, you don't let those guys get on the mic.
Yeah.
After having head injury. Number 10 Vandy won tonight. Wonder what they'll be ranked on Monday.
They'll be 8 or 7 at the least.
Yeah, who else lost?
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oklahoma and let's take a look.
Here's the thing. When you have such an inconsistent team but does have potential talent, you can rise up and get an upset. Like you're not gonna win out, no way.
Right.
But you could pick off reasonably one of the 3 top 10 teams for one game.
Right.
Yeah.
But also the flip side is you can lose to Mississippi State, Kentucky, or you can lose to Arkansas, right? So it's like I'm not surprised if Texas does steal a win from a good team, but the flip side is just as true that you could lose a game you're not supposed to as well whenever you got such a weird group like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just want to get to 8 wins, man. I think Arkansas is a clear path, not a clear win, but that's who you would target as a win. And then just, man, upset one of – and ideally upset A&M. That's the one.
Yeah, I just beat A&M.
That's the one you really want, right? But
yeah,
that's going to be the trick. I'm really excited. I'm about to really start studying them. I pulled their all 22 today, and then I'll do all the stat breakdowns with all that stuff. And so,
yeah.
Do y'all feel drained, man? Like the game took all your energy?
It did.
Yeah.
It took my emotions. Like, what?
But this season has. Like,
yeah.
We only got 4 games left in the season, but this season is taking it all out. It just feels weird.
It feels
last year was boring. You said it just right, Homer. Last year was just like, let's get another win and let's go drink a beer and eat a little barbecue and go to bed. You know,
we were just waiting to play the big games. Like, okay, how are we gonna do once we get to the playoffs?
Well, that's what I was nervous about because I was like, we're gonna lose these big games.
You were
like,
you're spot on.
Yeah, I was like, because I just knew we had big holes in our games that you don't win big again. You don't win against Ohio State with.
Yeah,
so that was nervous because I just knew the doom was coming.
Yeah,
but also post games when you're winning by like 3 touchdowns are so boring.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want games where you lose, but it is much more exciting to win close because you have something to analyze. Like there's nothing to talk. It's like, yeah, we just beat their ass and whatever. Now we got to talk for an hour about nothing. But when they're close, you at least have some stuff. But this one screwed me up because I had all my points to hammer this offense and the defense.
And they came alive.
And then they switched it up on me at the last second.
Then they came alive.
So we ended up winning the time possession. That's crazy. I guess all second half.
Oh, what's time possession?
About 30 seconds.
But still,
almost.
I thought they would have had that off top.
Yeah. Wow. Points off turnovers are huge. We have them to a field goal.
So here's my thing with the defense. This is not an off game for me. So one thing that I keyed in on after the Florida game, and Coach has shared this with me, Florida attacked us. They went at us in the run game and downfield, and we gave up more points than we always give up. That stuck out to me because people that game were saying, oh, blip on the radar, everyone has an off game. Didn't feel like that to me. And then watching the All-22 and then watching the All-22 with former players like Jet and Drew, and stuff like that, they were pointing out things to me as well that they didn't like. That they were just saying, hey, it's not what it was last year. And then again, Mississippi State, it goes on the offensive and they get a lot of points. So I think the defense, if you play a certain style versus them, they'll kill you. Like they'll shut you down. But if you go at them, the only 2 teams that have gone at them have had a lot of success.
Yeah.
But not everyone plays that style. Not everyone has that personnel. So it doesn't mean every week. So is it last year's defense? No. Is it a good defense? Yes. Is it a great defense? Probably still going to say yes. Is it an elite defense? I would say no.
Yeah. And I agree with you 100% on that. I just, like you said, there were some holes to be had. Is it Secudo? How you pronounce the guys from San Jose State? He got open a few times. I was like,
Scudero?
Yeah, Scudero. Like he got open a few times. And you can see this was not the same, defense in the secondary, but we had such a talented defensive line to create pressure. But like you said, Florida would kind of expose some of that. I was like, ooh, that's what the other team down the road, they're going to get something. Something's going to be open, just a matter of what. And so, yeah, Mississippi, kudos to them, man. They found their holes.
That's what helps, man. With the All-22 is like in the broadcast, you literally can't see. It's not on screen. Right. But like you can see several times, like, oh, we got beat at corner. Like they just didn't look that way, or they didn't give it to them, or they got sacked before. But it's like you can see on the second. That's why Mississippi State's source talking to coach was like, it's there. It's just, can we get it to them? So it is there. But like I said, not every team can exploit that. They don't have the receivers. Their philosophy's not downfield or whatever. Right. But if you do run into those teams, you might have some stuff to do. I love boring theoretically until till it's just boring. I don't know what to say. Like 21 points. Like now you have to win. I don't like losses.
Yeah.
That's not exciting, but that's the big difference.
Yeah.
As productive as Texas was sacking the quarterback, I hope Texas would create more turnovers tonight. It would have been great if Texas had intercepted 2 passes with the quarterback throwing 42 passes. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, you think so, but now when guys are running wide open, man. I mean,
Yeah,
some of the guys he open too, but they made tough catches too. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing about this defense, right? Like you said, the front seven usually plays pretty damn good. You know, I think this defense is maybe one DB away, like one outstanding DB away from maybe reaching like not great, but maybe tinkering with possibly elite. I mean, it's just one like really good DB away, a great DB away. You know what I'm saying?
Had 2 elite ones last year when Barron and Makuba.
Yeah,
they erased everything. You combine that with Taft.
Yeah,
that's pretty much his secondary. Right?
Yeah, that was it.
Now you got Taft, but do you really have an elite DB?
No,
in the secondary anywhere. I know a lot of people like put Muhammad in that category, but I wouldn't put. I think he's a great zone corner match 3. If he has to play man or this and that, we kind of saw what happened because he doesn't have the foot speed to keep up with.
Correct. I didn't even know Barron had the foot speed that he did have.
Yeah,
until he ran it. But yeah. I agree with that, man. But I don't know. Maybe Arkansas can exploit it. Maybe Vandy. Maybe A&M.
I think Arkansas is going to be the team that will exploit it the most. I think out of all the teams that we're playing coming up, Arkansas. If you go back and look at what Arkansas has done this season. They put up like 30 plus on everybody this year. It's just that their defense sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't, they put up like 30, 35 points on everybody this year.
Vandy has some speed outside. They can really go. Some guys from Texas, matter of fact, they can run.
Yeah.
Georgia got some receivers that can go.
Georgia got them too, yeah.
And Gunnar Stockton has been playing okay. Like they can throw the deep ball.
And you got to worry about his quarterback run.
Yeah.
It's
you got your tight end working middle of the field. So I don't know. Going the rest of the way, then A&M has 2 exceptional receivers.
But also I worry about those teams that are classically good or have elite talent, not Arkansas or Vandy, but those teams can get a little full of themselves to where they're like, we don't even have to attack you like that. Their game plans, you know what I'm saying? Like there's something about a little bit of the underdog mentality that makes them more aggressive than usual. Because Georgia would be like, look, we will hit you downfield, but we're also going to run on you. We're going to do all this stuff.
Right.
Whenever you run into like Mississippi State, they're like, look, we're the underdogs and we're going to hit you deep. Like it's a little bit of a different mindset.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's going to be the big key. Any final things, boys? Special teams, Shipley missed one, bummer. Got it back at the end. Of course, what Niblett did. I mean, he's going to have like an All-American returner season.
Yeah, I think that's slowed up.
It's like Nathan Vasher kind of punt return kind of season. Like the Nasty Nate era.
But it also like showed up out of the blue.
Yeah, because we weren't even expecting this.
Yeah, it's like
we were fussing at the beginning. We were fussing at the top of the season because we were like, is this guy even ready to field punts? Like he doesn't even look comfortable back there.
Yeah, he won't even field them. He won't even field them.
Right. We were fussing before the return versus Oklahoma. Then that happens. Like, when Kentucky happens, like, whoa.
He's like, he doesn't look comfortable. And then Oklahoma happens. Yeah. And it's like he got his mojo. You know what I'm saying?
The moment before he returned it, he let one bounce and got us back. Just like, why you didn't feel that?
Yeah.
And then the next one, he taking it to the house was like, oh, okay. You know what?
Watched his interview this week. What a likable guy.
Yeah, he
watching his interview was like, oh, okay, I see.
And he's always smiling, and he's just always like a good-hearted kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
I was like, I really like this guy. I get it why Sark was like, it's funny because Sark's always like, if you want to transfer, here's the door.
Yeah,
that's not true because Niblett wanted to transfer, and he's like, please do not. And I get it, wanting to keep him around because clearly that was a good decision, dude. This season without Niblett.
This season without Niblett, we lose 2 more games already.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah,
easily.
Like this season without Niblett is a very different season.
Sure is.
So MVP for him, and then of course we hope Arch is all right, man. That was not cool. Yeah. Tune into Inside Texas, all of that stuff, guys. You can join for just $1 single. Go hang out in the game thread. Of course, all the recruiting news, analysis. We do it in video form, but we have it all in written form too. So y'all can check that out. And then team news. So we'll update you on anything as soon as we find out with old Arch. Chat, I appreciate y'all, man. Hell of a win. I'm actually excited to go back and watch this one.
Yeah, too.
And then, of course, we got rewatch coming for you guys tomorrow after I rewatch tonight and get my thoughts. This was the postgame show, and it was brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Everyone have a wonderful Saturday night, and hook 'em. W.